Howdy, 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 folks. Welcome in. I had to make sure that I got the dog out one more time before I sat down and settled in, just to make sure that he got out again before it started raining. It's been a lot of storms around here, and they have been wreaking absolute havoc on me. But we're here, and we're going to do some BGS mission running today. I need to catch my breath. I've been running around. The music is very loud. I think I need to turn it down. Hopefully I don't bring it down so low that it can't be heard, but with my current headphones set up, I just can't deal with it. Okay, maybe we need to do this instead. I don't have volume control on my headphones, is basically what I'm saying. The way I used to, because one of my headphones that I previously was using are one of the actual speakers is given up. So I just have to deal with earbuds that I can't control as well. Hopefully that's audible, and we're just gonna get on it. We're gonna have some chill time while I work on this lovely 15 jumps to a system that needs the product that I'm carrying. I'm shaking my water bottle right now to mix up the advanced GG I got from a wonderful gift card I won at a contest. Not sponsored, but when I'm streaming more than once a month again, I'd be open to discussion. That's going to be behind the planet, isn't it? Dang it. So to explain what's happening today, I am currently doing trade missions for White Tip Operations. That is my my squadron and our minor faction. We are moved to a new system where we are operating our secondary headquarters, which is more made up lore than system functions, because our home system is Pyrogen, but we're moving out to start our own little bubble. And unfortunately that involved dragging EDS 38 with us, so we are currently in an election to in the process of let me say it this way instead. In the process of influence manipulation in order to create successive elections so that we can get the resources, the facilities that we want under our control. I thought I heard one of my cats yelling at me. And currently we're in election, so we're trying to get one of our ports away from EDS 38, and that largely involves running missions for influence. We get lucky every once in a while when I drop into the port and there are like about 5 give us 1,000,000 credits missions that I can grab and do. But for the most part, unless I want to do on foot stuff, which I don't really want to do, I have to truck 196 tons of cargo over 400 plus light years in order to get what I want to where I want it to go. So that's what we're doing today. I've got 2 missions I'm working on. We're going to go out there. I'm going to drop some stuff off, complete 1 mission, and then come back and grab the rest to complete the second, and then I'll see if there are any more missions I can pick up that aren't wing trade missions. Which, if they happen to be the only thing available to me, I will probably just go to the other port, see if there's anything there, and if not, maybe do something on foot until something worthwhile pops up. But this is going to take me a while, because I'm going to do a grand total of like 50-something jumps back and forth a couple of times. So some nice space trucking and chill. We're gonna hang out. We're gonna listen to some good music, and I'm gonna jump many times. As always, we're listening to Game Chops, which you can find linked in the title, or hit ! Game Chops. They're a wonderful label who has given permission for streamers to use their music during streams. And it's some pretty dang good music. A lot of lo-fi game remixes by some very talented artists. I need to go through all these albums and hunt down all the good Undertale and Deltarune remixes. This is The World Revolving, which is, of course, the secret boss of Chapter 1 for Deltarune, and it's freaking amazing. And chill. Holy shit, it's chill. I'm going to do something real quick because I'm really worried that y'all can't hear the music. Okay, if I can hear it on my phone, I know y'all can hear it. That makes me happy. I got a bandit on my tail. Is that the one that came after me? I might let him attack me, because I could probably mortarize him pretty nicely. Let's see. Yep. Hey, Curtis. Come and get me. I have illegal cargo? What am I carrying that's illegal? Well, that's not going to help me find me. Oh, there we go. Listen, I really like dealing with pirates when I'm trucking because I always have weapons. Okay, for some reason I don't have my missiles on this fire group. This thing is not as powerful as my other trade ships, but it can still pack a punch. I need to take that cannon off of there so bad. Why is... Did I just never assign my pack hounds to this... to the fire groups on this ship? I must not have when I changed it over a while back. Problem with small ships is it cannot hit the chaff launcher for shit. This is not... I need to put some more cannons on this thing. I need to change out my loadout on this bastard. Okay. Okay, jump booster. Hurry up. There we go. Yeah, I need to make sure this thing is better fit for fighting small ships. That cannon ain't doing me any good. And if I'm fighting DBXs and vultures, I mean, I'm not going to hit that chaff launcher for shit. Which might mean railguns. I need to experiment with that again. I also just need to be a better combat pilot. No, we still got 9 more jumps. Another thing I'm doing while I'm doing these long hauls is I've actually got my routing settings on the Galaxy map set to only go to the places I haven't been before. So I'm getting new honks in every system that I go to, which I will then eventually use as part of all of this to help us win the next election, probably. Still 4 jumps. We're going to go ahead and slow down to the next system just to refuel some more. I am not getting enough fuel as I fly by these stars. I mean, I probably have enough to make it there. I'm not gonna have any trouble getting where I'm going. I just want to have more fuel. Just want to get a little bit more fuel than I have been getting. And now that I'm in line with the system, I'm just going to go straight for it. I shouldn't cross. Good. Another Diamondback Scout. Fuck it, might as well. I love you too, Bean, but I need you to lay down streaming. No chaff? Dream come true. Gotta remember, I am on a long haul. I do need to watch my ammo. And moving on to the next system. I like collecting bounties on my way to a thing. It's really nice. Hey, y'all behave. Hey. You don't want to play that badly, I'll lock you out with the dog. Settle down for a little bit. Settle down. Silently communicating with my cats. Now that is one of the mission targets that's going to come after me, and I think I'm going to fight it. I think it may be a bad idea, but I'm going to do it. Come and get me, dude. There you are. Oh shit. That's not good. What's not good? I'm out of missiles. Oh, and I don't have any. Okay, never mind. We're not doing this. Fuck that. I didn't realize I was out of synth materials. I could have taken him if I had all my missiles, or could have sent them. Oh, okay, that's worth noting. We're definitely not fighting any anacondas while I'm doing these missions. I feel like I've got some vocal fry going on, and I don't know if I can do anything about it. I just have not been feeling well with all the storms and the barometric pressure weighing down on me. This week was rough. This past week was rough, and I am looking forward to it getting better so that I can actually stream more. I just want to get away from this guy. Oh, I got more than one on my tail. Great. Looks like I lost the assault ship. I Can't believe I ran out of sulfur again. I'm gonna need to make sure I get to a material trader soon. That's gonna be very important. Okay, I should be able to get there before he can pull me out again. Oh no, it's behind the planet. He can't figure out how to line up with me though, so this is fine. I really hope he doesn't get a chance to pull me though, because that is going to jettison me far away from the planet, and that would suck. I hate it when that happens. Let me in. You wafu. Thank God for AutoDock. Well, folks, we've completed our first journey in this stream so far. Thank you for joining me for it. Hope you folks have been enjoying the tunes. My name is Farinox, and I am the lead admin of the Direct Aid Streaming Project. It's a project in which we are trying to bring more support for mutual aid and direct aid of individuals in need into the streaming community. We have a few people that are been doing their best to try to help each other and go live in support of others' needs. Many of us who do stream for the Direct Aid Streaming Project are beneficiaries of it as well, myself included. And we're just trying to get more streamers to stream on behalf of people who just need help. But while we're doing that, we're also supporting mutual aid on a few different social media platforms and trying our best to help people who are reaching out across the internet get the help that they need. If that interests you, you can use the !DASP command to get a little bit more information and find our Discord, where we have some public channels that you do not have to go through the onboarding process in order to see and get some information about what it is we do and what our future plans are. For now, though, we're just going to keep chilling, listening to some nice game chops, and continue on with this wonderful space trucking. We're going to go directly to the next system that we need to drop stuff off in, and then we're going to make another 11 jumps back to our home system to pick up the, like, I don't know, 20 something cargo that I need to finish this mission. Good shit. What have I got bounties wise? That's an old one. That's new. All of those are new. That's a nice, pretty penny. I'm holding on to my white tip operations bounties to use them as well as a influence leverage tool once we have a station with our name on it. Y'all. Hey. I'm gonna have to let one of you out, and you're gonna have to deal with the dog if neither of you will stop fucking around. Okay, fuel scooping is complete. I would like to leave this star. That's a little ways away anyway. Worth it. pass another star? Hmm. I don't actually care for these Splatoon songs much. I needed to get them out of that playlist. Guys, I did not realize how tired I was going to be when I started this stream. I'm very tired. I'm very tired, and I can tell it's affecting my voice a lot. But it's all good, because the whole point was to start the stream, and I've been doing pretty well already. I can hit the 2-hour mark, then we can call this a successful stream, and hopefully I'll be back again on Friday. Very likely I'll try to do Friday and Sunday streams and just go for as long as I can. And that'll probably be my stream schedule for a while, because things have been rough here in the Farinox house. Now I've locked my cats out, which means they're going to be clashing with the dog. But I won't have to hear it, and it won't get caught by the microphone. Ha 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 ha. Man, it is taking me a long time to get into this station. Let me in, please. Am I getting further away? What is happening here? Something's going wrong. Very strange. Ceterinas People's Cooperative. Is that a system near here? Because it sure as hell isn't the system that I'm in. It is. There it is. Okay, so they probably branched from there, or it's a faction that has already naturally spread to this one. Okay. Fun little things you learn from just what is happening. What the fuck was that? Oh, was that my landing gear coming out? I forgot that it comes out of the big fucking forklift shit. I've never actually watched my landing gear and this thing come out. God, I can actually hear my voice getting worse. Holy shit. I'm going to try to at least complete this mission on stream. Whatever it takes. I'm really surprised that I'm feeling as bad as I suddenly am. I would say they probably just need more hydration, but I don't even know. Okay, and we're going back to the start system, which is all the way over here. Yeah, let's not overheat on this jump, please. Good. Slingshot is just enough. Just what I needed to make sure I got all my fuel. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get out of here. For those just tuning in, hello, my name is Farinox, and I am tired and quiet today. But in return, I deliver to you the wonderful music of Game Chops and lo-fi chill beats that comes with it. And we are just vibing here as I slowly make my way back to my squadron's new home system, where I will pick up supplies and return to the system I've just left in order to complete a trade mission and increase our influence in the middle of an election, as we are trying to take control of assets from the faction that we had to expand in order to take the system that we were after. A lot of just quiet with some nice lo-fi chill Game Chops music. I hope you all enjoy. Hmm. Hello, Briar. I'm very tired and I've had a bit of vocal fry that has carried me from the beginning of the stream. I feel like my voice is going, so I'm just not talking much today. Just vibing, just chilling with the wonderful Game Chops lo-fi. I'm glad to hear you're safe. I'm glad to hear we got you taken care of, and I hope we can get what you need for tomorrow before the panic sets in. Folks that may be looking, Briar is one of the vetted beneficiaries of our own direct aid streaming project, and very regularly has to fight and scrape and beg for the money necessary to keep themselves housed every day. I hope that if you have anything to spare and you are interested in doing so, you hit that ! DASP command and help us help them out with a donation, or by finding us on Blue Sky or our other platforms and sharing, spreading the word. Briar, are you on any platform? Are you in the Mastodon mutual aid thread? I do intend just on Blue Sky. Okay, yeah. So folks, head over to Blue Sky, and I guarantee that within our mutual aid thread on the dasp.bski.social, you will be able to find Briar in the form of Autumn. Mastodon doesn't really work any differently than Blue Sky does. It's just looks different, and I don't like it, which is why I'm not on it. It's decentralized, but a lot, unless you specifically restrict your post to the federated server that you're on, it goes across the whole Fediverse. No, yeah, I get that entirely. I know. I get that. Yeah, we're all just trying to hang in there. And it's rough. It's definitely rough. Oh, good. I seem to be back at the system that I'm trying to get to. So we'll shortly be landing at the port where I need to pick up the rest of what I'm moving to this other system about 400 light years away. And then we'll be back on the road. This long haul trucking. I'm very tired. I've learned that barometric pressure from incoming storms and weather patterns just completely drains me. Like, we all know that I am the kind of person that is always tired, but I am beyond tired today. And just hearing how it's affecting my voice is a little bit of a downer in and of itself. No, I mean I'm trying to stream. I'm just trying to stream. Figuring out how to schedule streams around what I and my dad are dealing with is rough. Like right now he is struggling every single day with pain that we can't really do anything about with over-the-counter medicine, but we don't have the money to add more medical debt for him to go and get x-rays and shit or whatever he needs to find out how to properly treat what's going on in his legs that are causing them to hurt so much. So he's struggling every day, and then Monday and Wednesday he still has to donate plasma as one of our primary forms of income. So that pretty much wipes out my entire Monday through Thursday stream options because I need to be ready and capable. I'm gonna snooze that. I need to be ready and capable to help him take care of the dog. And take care of him because obviously after he donates, he is completely wiped out for the rest of the day. And recently, because of his pain, he has been furthermore completely wiped out the day after his donations. So yeah, I pretty much can only stream on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I'm just trying to get back to doing any streams on those days. I think I'm probably not going to go beyond my 2-hour mark today. But I've been trying the past 2 days to go live, and so I'm just trying to commit to those 3 days. Yeah. It's just, I don't want to get too into that on stream, but like it was kind of fated to fail from the beginning, unfortunately. I really wish that had worked out. I wish for the $5 million my dad's been praying for 15 years. I can at least buy a house and just be done with all this renting shit. We're hoping to get some housing assistance money from Social Security. But the bureaucracy of that is we just don't know until it comes. Okay, so I got a little bit of stuff to carry. What do you mean there's no missions available? What do you mean there's no missions available, like, at all? What do you mean? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck? That's weird. Okay. Slaughter the sheep, sleep Jawas. That would be funny. That would in part require that there be a faction in the game called Sleep Jawas, which would be fucking hilarious. if that 5 million comes, we'll see. Figure something out. I was thinking, I've talked about, like, my dream would be to just suddenly have the money to, like, find a cul-de-sac in a safe state and just pay all the families living in the houses to just move. Buy a new house and move. And then just move everyone in the DASP that needs a home into that cul-de-sac. And work something out for, like, property taxes and maintenance costs. And I'm realizing that $5 billion absolutely would not cut it. $5 million would not be enough to make that happen, because I'd need enough to not only convince these families to move, but to actually pay for the houses that I'm telling them to go buy. And that would just be, I'd be buying a house on top of paying for a second house for each family that I'm asking to move. Surprisingly, though, when I told my dad that, his most recent, what's the word? Ex-wife, is selling their house for under $1 million, and I'm like, are you kidding me? That seems wild for a 3-story house with like several bedrooms in a decently populous town. Anyway, ads are about to start. I'm gonna drop that topic for a minute and probably go pee when I land this ship. And then we'll be back for another hour of stream. Yeah, but I would rather buy houses that have been recently upkept and are in good condition than buy an apartment building. Because while the apartment building would probably initially provide more housing than is necessary, and would allow us even to do a bigger project as far as housing people in need, I would fully expect that building to be in the worst possible shape. And the amount of money it would take to properly fix that is a problem. Anyway, that's the ad starting. I'll be back in a little bit. Welcome back, everyone. So yeah, just to summarize that conversation that probably got cut off at least a little bit. Yeah, I wouldn't want to buy an apartment building or complex because I don't have any faith in the ability of the people that owned it to have maintained it in a way that wouldn't immediately cost me out the ass to fix all the problems that they leave it with. Okay, let's see. A few transport missions from here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. I can claim these and get started on this stuff. And have stuff to carry me over. While the other station is not really giving me much to work with. Fuck yeah, I love it. I don't mind these long hauls as long as I can do them at all. But the problem has been recently that there's just not been a lot to work with as far as available missions. So that's fun. And now I have finally found some more stuff that I could work on. Okay. So the first thing I'm doing is going back to here to finish that off. And then from there, I'll go to wherever I just picked up stuff from. I guess I'll have to figure out what I got. I don't even know. What did I get? That's all evacuation shelters all the way down. Fantastic. Okay. Let's get jumping. 14 jumps. More jumping and chill tunes. I got a Dr. Pepper while I was dealing with the ads. I was up and about dealing with the ads. My cats are both back in the room, which means if they decide to get antsy, they might start playing and yelling and hissing, at which point I'll probably have to let one or both of them out again. It's just like, y'all have a choice of either relaxing and chilling and quiet in the quiet here with me, or going out and dealing with the dog. They're still not friends with the dog. Bean is getting closer and closer, but he is still not handling. He's letting the dog get into his personal space a little bit more, which is nice. But he's still hissing, and very often will still just like go after the dog for no fucking reason. What has been an interesting development between the cats and the dogs is that they will fight over us now. I am very firmly the cat's human, but Oakley knows that I am safe to be around, and if he can get in here without the cats yelling at, chasing him off, or without me telling him not to come in here, he will lay down under my desk and just be there. And Bean, at least, will come out from under the bed and get on the cat tree, and we will just have me and Bean and Oakley just chilling. But I don't really like him laying under my desk because it makes me anxious that I'm going to move my chair and roll over him because he's a very large animal. So I don't let him do that often. Maybe like one day he'll have the rights to do that during the week, and the rest of the week I won't let him in here. And of course the cats, my room is the cat's territory, so if I'm not actively bringing him into my room or allowing him to be in here, they will chase him off. But the amusing development I was going to mention is that they will fight over us. If I am in the living room and Bean is with me and Oakley gets too close, Bean will fight him off. And if Bean is with my dad and Oakley notices that, he will rush over to my dad to scare off Bean and get my dad's attention, which is absolutely hilarious. So it's a slow, drawn out siege of a conflict, but the boys are at least starting to get along. Button is a constant bitch. And she spends most of her day, if my door is open, under my bed, hiding from Oakley. Will not go in the living room. I think she probably still sneaks out in the middle of the night when it's dark to like drink out of his water, but she at least once or twice tried to steal his food, and he is very protective of his food. We learned today, finally looked up some stuff, that we've probably been underfeeding him a little bit, which is probably part of the reason why he's been having some anxiety issues and protecting his food so fiercely. But overall, the general conflict, general situation in the household is positive. They are not getting along, but they're getting closer to it, I think. Which is, it is what it is. I think a third cat in the house would probably have figured itself out easier and quicker than bringing the 5-year-old dog in. But it's also because they're adult animals. None of them are puppies or kittens. So there's not a parental instinct there to kind of smooth things over. But funnily enough, the dog is the youngest animal in the house. And he's not a young dog either. He's probably at least halfway through his lifespan. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to continue to watch them and figure out how they get along, how they figure out all this, the dynamics between them all. But right now the house is pretty firmly divided between my room being the cat's territory and the dog having pretty much the rest of the reign of the house. So we were very lucky to get a pure breed husky for free from a breeder anyway. But we've been very lucky with Oakley because he is a very intelligent dog. He's been trained and taught various things that have been very helpful to us as far as us not having to teach him things and him behaving in a way that is not causing too many issues. There have been 2 times when he has had trigger warning gross, pause for like 20 seconds, I guess. Where he's been having anxiety issues and he's been having diarrhea and runny shits. There have been a couple of instances where both of us are so firmly asleep that we either did not recognize or did not hear him alerting us that he needed to desperately go out. And so he's had a couple of accidents. But at some point between going to a home, growing up in a kennel as a breeder dog, living in a kennel, going to a family, coming back to the kennel, and coming to us, he learned to go to the bathroom in the bathroom. So the 2 times that he's had accidents have been in our actual bathroom, like on the carpet where like the cats might say protest shit. But like he recognizes the bathroom as a bathroom, which is astounding to me. Like, how do you train a dog to do this? And so the 2 times that he's had accidents have been in the bathroom where it can be relatively easily cleaned up. And I think that is freaking amazing. I just like that's such a an amazing thing to me that he happened to learn that kind of stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's my understanding is it's something you have to do early on. Like I wish I could put the litter. Cause we removed one of the litter boxes in our house because the cats weren't using it because it was in his was in the dog's territory. But I wish I could train him. I put that litter box back in there and train him to have those little accidents in the litter box. Because man, especially since it's doggy diarrhea, that would be so much easier to clean up. But overall, getting this dog has been a very lucky and positive experience, and it's putting us both through a little bit extra, and taking away spoons from things and activities we should otherwise be engaging with. But it's been overall a positive thing, and I'm happy about it. Oakley's an absolute sweetheart. It's absolutely gorgeous. The only problem we've had outside the house is that there's this pit bull or something, this female dog, who is absolutely vicious toward him. And I have to make absolutely certain that we and the family of this dog do not end up in the dog park at the same time. It is a purely negative experience. Is something that unfortunately cannot be fixed. We had an interesting conversation about that, my dad and I, the other day. It's just like a lot of the dogs that we might meet in the apartment dog park that we have are themselves apartment dogs. They mostly live inside. They very rarely interact with anyone other than their families, and probably very rarely interact with other dogs as well. But Oakley, because of his situation as a former stud and living in a kennel and having the socialization that comes from living in that kennel, with like professional breeders who know how to treat dogs and know how to raise them and take care of them in a situation like that, in an environment like that, he is like dangerously friendly. So these other dogs might be absolutely vicious toward him, and he will still run up to the fucking fence of the dog park and like beg to be their friend. And I just the contrast is wild. The contrast is so out of place. Between these apartment dogs and this former kennel dog, and it's unfortunate because we have to keep him from what he believes are going to be positive interactions, and usually have to fight him, hold him back on the leash, which usually means that he's pressing his neck up against his collar. But we're still lagging behind a little bit on some of the stuff we need to get done before we can take him to like a better dog park. Yeah, hey, absolutely. Make sure your accounts are linked and get those drops, because that's just free paint jobs for the ships. Every person who streams Elite Dangerous has a certain selection of paint jobs that they're currently able to give out through the drops. And if you watch a Twitch partner, like, say, Commander Totally Not a Demon, you can get different ones. So they're giving out different drops depending on if it's a partner program streamer or just somebody who's streaming Elite. And I think it's like maybe an hour, maybe 30 minutes to an hour for one or two drops. It's really not even much. So support support streamers that you like that are watching Elite and get some cool drops that aren't like locked behind certain types of gameplay. They're just certain ships. They're not really giving out paint jobs for the ships that are like locked to Odyssey right now. The new SCO ships like the Type 8. It's mostly a lot of the older, widely used ships, which is almost never a ship that I'm flying these days. I pretty much only fly the newer ships these days, which is almost a shame. But they're definitely worth it. They're good stuff. You'd be very helpful. Most of them are purple. Or they're pretty much all going to be purple, I think. But I think the ones that they are giving out right now are actually some pretty cool, not solid color designs, which are great. I had to get a really awesome belch out. I'm sorry I couldn't share it with you. It's like one of my cats is yelling at me, so I look over at the cat tree, and the other cat is cleaning herself. I'm like, that's not the cat I was looking for. Is he outside? Oh, there you are. Silly boy. So as I round out a topic and kind of fall off the conversation and yapping train, I'm probably going to get a little quiet. I'm very tired. Unless somebody mentions something in chat that I desperately want to talk about or have a lot to say about, I'm probably not going to speak that much. But in the meantime, please enjoy the wonderful sounds of Game Chops and the wonderful artists that they employ. This has been Good Egg Galaxy by Helent on an album that I can't tell you because it already changed. This is now Elegant Entrance from one of their Deltarune lo-fi albums. What the fuck are you doing? It's always you, and it's always bullying. That's really funny. That's really funny. Hilarious. Silly shit. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised. I am currently flying a Type 8 transporter. It's a newer ship, so I'd wonder if anyone has designed one for it. But it's been around for a while now, so probably. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The elite community loves being able to build their ships like that. I'm sure there's a ton of them on Reworkable, and there's definitely absolutely a ton of like 3D printable designs that are meant to be clipped together or glued together. I would also say look for the Crate Mark II, KRAIT. That was my previous favorite ship before all these new ships coming out and effectively replaced it. It's a Type 6 and a Type 9, I believe it. Older ships. So they may just haven't gotten around to many of the new ones. I'm sure the Crate is in there. If you looked up Cobra, you'll probably find a Cobra Mark III. They probably don't have the Mark V in there. I don't know. The newer ships also have some pretty weird designs, so they might not as easily be able to get those on rubricable like that. Crate, yeah, Crate Mark II. Yep. The Crate Mark II. I love that ship. Definitely still solidly in my favorites. Yo, I'm fucking tired. Oh, shit. I'd love to be able to just power through and get a nice long stream in, to be perfectly honest. I don't think that's going to happen today. But I'm going to try. I'm going to try to do that next weekend. Friday and next Friday and Sunday. Because I feel like I could do it. Maybe if there weren't, maybe if the barometric pressure wasn't so awful right now, I could. I don't know why specifically these storms have been destroying my my energy levels. This platform actually moves way too fast. It's crazy. Thankfully, this is the last time I have to visit it for now. Yeah, no, sleep some. Sleep some. Get you sleep. Oh yeah, that is the Crate Mark II, that's for sure. Awesome. Nano. Oh, and that's a smaller one too. That's specifically a smaller version of it. Cool. Very cool. Good shit. Thank you for sharing, Briar. I hope you rest well today. We'll certainly talk later. I'm gonna have to get some allergy medicine soon, I can tell. Oh. Rest well, Alpaca. I don't want to attack good or bad on that. I think I'll just stay neutral. This is a hell of a view, though. Wait a minute. Can I do my camera shit? What the fuck is this view? Damn. How far back as I go there? There we go. What is this view? Holy shit. Let me get a little bit more in so we can see my ship to some extent. That is a screenshot. What a view. What a fucking view. And that is the last of what I'm delivering to this station. Yay. Give me money. Okay. And I gotta figure out. So I've got evacuation shelters. It's going to Hercules JST. So they're both going to Hercules JST. Babcock Vision and Frosthaven the 12th. Okay. So they're going to different places. This is the one. Frosthaven the 12th is the one that I've actually got. I have not been there yet, so I can't actually go in and look at the stations. So I've only got the 2 missions that have escape evacuation shelters, yes? Is that correct? Yeah, and they're both in the same system, thank God. Okay, cool. Good shit. Let's fucking go. What the fuck is this song? Hooked up. Oh, fucking. I need to get the Splatoon stuff out of my fucking playlist. I don't care for it. It's just so different from everything else that I listen to. Have sleep. Yeah. Thank you, Ruin. Good to see you. I think it's been a while. I am very tired and very quiet today, so in general, I have just been listening to the music and letting that be while I jump between systems and doing some long haul space trucking. Good to see you. I think you're a long time. I think you've been following for a long time. It's a name that seems familiar to me. I have still consistently been so inconsistent. But I'm trying. I'm trying to get back to it. Welcome in. That's fair. I have been very enjoying it. I went ahead and let it be one of my nice things that I buy myself once a month at best. And I have been really enjoying it. It's a shame. It's a shame that you haven't been playing though, because you just missed a really good CG that gave out 2 of each of some engineered cargo racks, 5 and 6 size cargo racks that have cranked the Panther up to like 1,300 tons almost, I think. I usually fly with a shield, so my max carry weight in mine is literally 1,234 tons. And it's been very helpful with the colonization stuff that I've been doing. But I can't do that. I can't fly that ship when I'm doing long hauls to outposts. So here we go. I'll say is it's really nice. It carries a lot. Its shield strength isn't as good as a cutter, but it can certainly pack a punch with 10 fucking hard points. The placement on the class 3 hard points even is good enough that I keep bouncing the idea around of putting a couple of class 3 plasma chargers or plasma accelerators on it. I probably wouldn't hit anything with it, but I'm tempted to. That's fair, and I certainly know a lot of people that do it that way. I just like my cargo ships to be combat capable. I like to be able to turn around and pop an anaconda. Although there is one negative I have for having bought the Panther Clipper with arcs, and that is the fact that getting it without credits like that has actually lowered the value of the ship, and that lowered value of the ship has affected the calculations on the pirates that it sends after me, so that I am fighting like vultures mostly. And I'm actually tempted to buy a second cutter and relegate this one to like a mining ship because I want my trade ship to attract bigger pirates. I miss attracting like Type 10s and anacondas. Do I have a Oh yeah, incoming enemy alert. That's fun. I'm not about to fight that I might be able to handle it actually. Fuck it, let's do it. That's not what I wanted. Just drop. Submit. Thank you. I think I can handle this. Okay, no chaff launcher probably means it's going to have a fighter bay. Come on, bring those shields down. Let's actually target the frameshift drive instead. Not that I'll hit it. That is going to take my shields out. Okay, we're going to go missiles then. Come on, just die. And it was a long shot in this ship. This ship is not as combat capable as the ships I normally fly. Fuck you. Fuck you. Why? Hey, it works. We made it. We lived. We lived. That's all that matters. I didn't break my canopy though either. I was really trying to break my canopy and it didn't manage it. I'll take it. This would have been a better song for that fight. Folks, I think I'm going to breach my own rule. I usually try to aim for a full 2 hours minimum of stream, but I am just too damn tired, and I just have reached the point where I don't think I can be entertaining. So, thank you to those who tuned in. Rune, if you're still here, thank you for lurking. We don't have much to share, but I'm going to aim a raid out on a certain Ty Brow if he's still going. And I hope you guys enjoy him. He'll be playing some more Elite. Thanks for swinging in, folks. If I were a little less tired, I would keep going. Y'all have fun. Oh, it did not do what I thought it did. Give me a second. I actually want to be able to see when I get there, not just... Okay. Y'all have fun. Thanks for tuning in.